Hello and welcome to Cena Bounce Live. Today's going to be a very special show, which I think Jamie's got a lot to do with this.
I love this
show
subject.
is all about innovation
subject.
And technology. So yes, Jamie, where should we start?
Right, I'll put it out there, right? If you are not willing to move with the times, pack up and go home. Right?
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
It's a strong message you're giving out straight off. But yeah. I think you're right, and I love technology, which is really interesting actually, because I'm not very techy, but it doesn't mean that I don't like technology.
Charlotte likes technology when it works.
Don't we all?
If for whatever reason it doesn't work, she's horrific.
I got the patience with people. I love people, but I also do love technology because I think you've got to move. And I get excited, like when Threads started, I straight on it. Because I love to see what it's all about.
Yeah.
You were the same with ChatGPT.
Oh, yeah. I've gone into deep, dark holes with ChatGPT.
Yeah, so let's start with ChatGPT because it's a fantastic tool for any business. It's here. When the computers came, people thought, oh, it's going to be a thing of the past soon. Look at us now. ChatGPT, I think, is exactly the same. It's here to stay, and it's just getting better and better. Embrace it, right?
If I personally think that if you're not using ChatGPT in one way or another within your business, you're going to be left behind. You will still be sat there with your pen and paper, right? And everyone else will be flying ahead of you. You've got to use it. So, those people that are creative, so the creative writers, right? Yes, you can still be a creative writer. What ChatGPT then does is it starts to get rid of the white paper syndrome. So you just type in what you want. You can vomit your knowledge onto the platform, and then it will articulate it, and then you can rewrite it.
Yeah, great example actually, because you're severely dyslexic, and I know you don't mind me saying. My dad is severely dyslexic, and he would literally just write. So he could, for example, he writes everything in a single sentence. There's no stops, there's nothing, which is why I can very easily work with Jamie.
I did put a few more full stops.
Yeah,
I'm getting a bit
to be fair, but he could literally put everything that he writes into ChatGPT, and they will, the system or the platform will literally just rewrite it and turn it into something that's readable without his daughter helping him, which is, but that is. It's so many different. I love content writing, and I'm very good at sort of creative writing, and so are you.
Yeah.
So it still needs to be very much your own content. The ChatGPT is not there to overlook what you're creating.
People are terrified of it. People are absolutely terrified of it, and all it is just another form of knowledge base, right? It's just another method of doing things in a quicker, easier way, because we are in a fast-moving environment. For those people, right? So most content, like now, you need to start getting content out there on a regular basis, right? So TikTok is like, you need to be putting something on TikTok every 3.5 seconds. LinkedIn, at least once a day, it's got to have this, and yet articles work better, right, on LinkedIn. So why would you then sit down and go, oh, okay, I've got to spend 3 hours now write an article? You haven't. You've got to spend half an hour chucking it into ChatGPT and then 15 minutes rewriting it. All right, it speeds up the process. Then, because you don't need to be an expert, and yet the experts have their place. Okay, so another good example is Canva. Right, we use Canva. My Canva is open most days. All right, this video gets edited on Canva. All right, it's not ideal. Okay, but I'm not a professional, and I never claimed to be. So for us, it's about the content. It's about making sure that people are getting that.
Getting a message out to the audience that they can relate to, and that we can all learn from.
The frame that you can see around this video, guess what, guys? It was done on Canva, and it took me about 15 minutes, right? Because I'm getting stuff out there that looks okay. If I wanted to have it a little bit more professional, and have it designed, then that's where branding designers come in.
But we all got to start somewhere, right? And that is the thing. And I think if you're starting out in business, or if you're in the sort of first 3 years of business and you're an SME, you maybe sort of start employing people, you might not have the budget for that right now. Exactly. So just start somewhere.
Where something like Canva, it will create the right sizing for you. So you want to do an Instagram post, click Instagram. You want to do a Twitter post, click Twitter. You want to have the background taken out, so you just have a white background. Okay, you've got to pay the pro version for that. But you just click it. You haven't got an image that will necessarily manage what you want. You just click it. If you wanted you're not quite sure what it's going to look like, you just get a template, click it. It's as quick as that. And people who don't move with it, this is what I'm saying, if you're not moving with the times and you're not embracing this technology, you're being left behind. And your competition are embracing this
absolutely
this technology.
And it doesn't matter, because some people might say, oh, it's only for the young people, or well, I'm not that young, but it's not just for young people. You've got to embrace it constantly. We live in a vast world where technology happens all the time. Embrace it and go with it. And if you don't understand it, learn from others. This is the whole point of why we're doing these shows as well. There's so many experts out there. There's so many people willing to share their knowledge on podcasts and other sort of social media channels and in articles like you mentioned. Look out for it. I think it's fantastic, because you can find out, YouTube is a massive one, of course. You can find out so much of new technology knowledge just by watching YouTube.
I'm really glad you brought up YouTube as well, right? Because video content at the moment is at the forefront. Okay. Absolutely. So everything is about video. We've got into video because of that reason. It's video. Well, we use StreamYard. All right. And StreamYard is a great technology. And I remember the person who introduced me to StreamYard. It was a guy called Jeff Kidner.
Yeah.
Right. And I'd done an interview with Jeff. And he said, I'm using this new platform called StreamYard. And I was like, oh, this is quite interesting. He showed me and I was sold. And I fell into a dark hole with StreamYard. And now I know how to add little banners and add logos up in the corner, our name at the bottom. And StreamYard is adapting all the time. We've got our little banner going along.
Like a TV channel kind of thing. Anything.
And all of a sudden you're now looking professional. But of course, I use ChatGPT to then get my content laid out so that I know what it's being put out as. I use my Canva to kind of get my imagery and my thumbnails done. Yeah. And then I use StreamYard.
So a lot of people that you brought up thumbnail there. So I often say, so obviously on the Senior Bounce platform, you can add your vlogs, right? So you can add your video content. And I often say, if I see a video that I like from one of my members, I go, send me a thumbnail so I can add your video if you want me to, right?
Yeah.
So please explain to people what a thumbnail is and how they can do that in Canva.
So have you ever looked at a video on some platform and the image is blurry, or the person looks like they've just swallowed a banana whole, right? And they're not. Right. That's a video that doesn't have a thumbnail. A thumbnail is an image that you want people to see.
Yeah.
Okay. So you create that image and then you upload it onto the video. And that is a thumbnail. It's simple as that.
But that can be done very, very easily in Canva. And if I'm saying that, because most people know that I'm not the techie, right? It's just learning. It's literally just like any other little, channel that you have. You have to learn how to. So if you go on Facebook, you need to learn how to put up your profile photo. You work it out, don't you? You get the size of it. All you need to do is exactly the same with something like Canva or StreamYard or, all of those platforms. It doesn't have to be that difficult, but don't be frightened of it. And I'm saying that really from my bottom of my heart, because I think a lot of people, you find that, it's another channel. It's this. I'm not really sure. Just set aside some time, because it will benefit you and will make it so much quicker. Once you've got the first thumbnail done to your video content, you're not going to see, what did you say about banana? Like you just eaten a banana, you're not going to have that moment. And you're going to have a really professional image that people are going to see. But once you've done it once, you can utilize that for all of the others.
Absolutely. And because I'm quite open to this. So I was sat, we went to Fiona Scott's networking recently, and I was sat next to a lovely lady, and she told me about another platform called Video, right? Video AI, Helen, yeah. And I haven't fallen into the dark hole yet about this, but I know exactly I know exactly where I am going. And I'm going to go plummeting straight in.
I want to give another thing, actually, that we have spoken on this show before, is Answer the Public. Answer the Public is not really sort of you can't really call it technology, but it's a great tool.
It's a phenomenal piece of AI, actually.
It is.
So what Answer the Public does is you type in a title, so let's just say business networking, and it will tell you what they're searching for in Google, right? So, and it does it in order. It's owned by the guy called Neil Patel. Neil Patel is one of the greatest SEO strategists in the world, right?
Yeah.
He owns Uber Suggest. There's nothing he doesn't know about. So basically what happens is you type in the title. So guess, right, this is how it works. So we type it into Answer the Public. It'll give us an idea of that title. We then use that idea, that becomes our focus keywords, right? It all starts to tie in, and all of a sudden, right, there's no technique or strategy about this. It is literally you're going from one step to the next step, to the next step, to the next step, all using AI. We are very well known. People say to us, oh my God, you guys are everywhere, right? Let me tell you, we do it because we utilize the technology that is around us.
And we embrace the technology that's around us. Don't be frightened of it, because it's a really strong message that I want to give out in this show, because I talk to so many, especially women, who are frightened of it.
Yeah.
And you don't have to be, because there are people, like I said earlier, that will share this knowledge on so many different platforms. And it doesn't have to take a long time because we're all busy. It doesn't have to be mind-blowing. It can be really, really simple.
Adobe, for example, right, is probably one of the best editing suites on the planet, right? You go to university to learn how to use it, okay? There's the point there, right? These people are professionals. The reason why Canva has made it to where it is because it is so simple. I know people that use Canva over PowerPoint because it is easier to use.
I find it easier.
Right?
Yeah.
So if you can use that, you can use the other. And
Absolutely.
This is the point. That's the reason why I've said it, is this technology is made and designed to be easy because it is designed for dumb. If you're a professional, you're going to be using the professional equipment.
But all of this stuff that we're giving away today, I'm hoping is going to be golden nuggets for you watching at home. And you know, this is all sort of business advice. And don't get me wrong, there are so many professionals out there within the Scene of Bounds platform. When you go networking, you're going to meet so many different people that can do all this for you. And that's great. But don't wait until you have the budget to get somebody else to do it for you. Start from the beginning, because you've got to be visible. You've got to be out there and be visible from day one when you're setting up your business, because it's no good you having the best product in the world or the best service in the world, and you're working from, you know, from home or from an office, but nobody knows about you. It's no good just having a website.
Yeah, it's not the arc, right?
You know?
Just because you built it, it doesn't mean they're going to come. And that is, I think, where we end the show.
Absolutely. I think it's
because otherwise we'll end up down a dark hole.
We could talk about this literally all day. If you would like some more information, if you want to find out about tools, get in touch, because we love to help you and we want to see everybody succeed. So if you would like to have any information about anything that we've been talking about today or anything else, or if you want to share some new tools with us, technology, innovation, please do. We'd love to hear from you. So from that note, thank you so much.
Take care. Until next time.
Care.
Take care. Goodbye.
Speak to you soon. Bye.